Hey, it's about almost 8 p.m. and I'm about to remove my peach fuzz. And I'm going to tell you something happened to me with my ex. The same ex that I haven't spoken to in years. Okay? Suddenly, he remembers I exist. All right? And why is that? Because the truck that he's driving around with is under my name. Mind me, about 2 months ago, I was going crazy trying to get in contact with him because the Motor Vehicle and Safety sent me a beautiful letter stating that my driving privileges were going to be suspended. That's right, suspended. Nothing better than saying I miss you like risking my driver's license. So apparently the truck that is under my name, he decided to not insure it because he said it was too costly. Remember now this truck is under my name, which means my license was about to get canceled. Cute, right? So what do? I go to my local tag agency. I give them the tag number I know. And apparently he even changed the tag. And I said, I don't recognize that tag. So of course I reported the tag. And my license wasn't suspended. But now, suddenly, he finds his phone. It was a miracle recovery. He apparently just found his phone and he's arisen from the dead. And he wants me, fresh out of the hospital, 6 admissions later, an operation that I had just gotten the day before, to go to the tag agency and stand in a 1-hour line, because I don't know about your local tag agency, but over here where I live, minimal 1 hour standing in the line, knowing after I told him the sad story that I was just discharged from the hospital and I couldn't stand more than 20 minutes, didn't care. Wants me to stand on that line and transfer the whole title to his name. Now, I told him that would be impossible because I can't stand more than 20 minutes. Then he turns around and says to me, well, it was just an operation. I said, just an operation? No, it was more than just an operation. I'm 6 operations in and 6 admissions in, freshly out of the hospital. So, because I clearly, after anesthesia and stitches and an open wound, he figures I can go and stand in that line for a whole hour. So since he's clearly not thinking of my well-being, suddenly he realizes and he says to me, you know, you've always been the strongest one in the relationship that made everything happen. So now he's trying to use psychology. I told him, I don't have a car. You know what? If that car is bothering you, you can't insure it. I haven't worked in over 7 months. Why don't you give me back the vehicle that's under my name? And I have a little chump change and I could get it insured and drive it because I don't have a vehicle. And he says, that's a great idea. But here comes the bad part. I know you've had these ex that thinks that you're riding on some sort of lower level of IQ than they are. Why don't you get the little bit of money you have and insure the car, the truck, and out of good gesture, before you insure it, put it under my name. I'll let you drive it for 3 months. So I said, sir, my organs are still buffering. You want me to use my last bit of change I have to insure this car under your name and borrow my own liability. So let me get this straight. I pay the ticket, I risk my license, I fund the insurance, and then I still get a trial version of the truck that's under my name. So, I don't know. Tell me I'm not the only one with an ex that thinks or reappears and suddenly wants you to go out of your way for him when there's a bill attached. Ladies, have you ever had an ex come back like a collection agency? I'm still trying to figure this one out. I think he's still trying to collect from the good life he had with me. Should I stand in that line? I don't know. Tell me. This is the craziest thing I've ever heard. Or should I stand with my peace? Comment and let me know, because I need some help here. And I know you have been through this in some sort of fashion, where you were the strong one in the relationship, got everything under your name, did everything, made everything happen in the relationship, and now you're going to borrow your liability and pay for it too. Give him 6 months of insurance, which he can't pay. Let me know, girls, guys. Bye, and thank you for listening. And comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.